Well, here we are again, girls, and hello to every single one of you. This is our 4th virtual assembly. It does feel like an age, doesn't it? But I do hope that you're all okay. We are in touch with lots of you. We're speaking to you via your form tutors. I know that your teachers are in contact all of the time. But all of us are probably struggling a little bit now as we're in this 5th week of living like this. And I was just having a chat with one of my friends who works in the NHS just this week, and I was talking about you, because I talk about school all the time with people that I know, because I'm incredibly proud of you. And I was just saying, oh, you know what, we're all struggling, and the girls are probably struggling a bit, being stuck at home. And they said, stop, they're stuck. They're not stuck, they're safe at home. And it made me stop, and it made me think and reflect. We're all doing this for a reason, and I know, girls, that you will be doing the right thing. You'll be being sensible, and we're all doing this so that we can save lives and we can protect people and really play our part. So, girls, keep on going, because I know it's tough, but we're in it together. So, thinking of others was something we talked about a lot last week, and being thoughtful. I've had lots of messages this week from teachers and from you about things going on. So I'm going to plough on, because I've got quite a lot of messages to get through. Matilda Meisner in Year 8 has been doing some wonderful work, helping her mum, making visors for the NHS, but also delivering food to her neighbours. And her big sister also needs a mention, Katie Meisner, because Miss Gallagher got in touch to say she was really impressed with the work coming in from the Year 10s. But not only fabulous work being submitted, but they also were cheering her up with photographs of their pets. So Katie sent in pictures of her ducks, and Maddie Brown a picture of a dog, which is really great to see. And I know I mentioned earlier, girls, that lots of your teachers, whether it's in the juniors or in the seniors, your subject staff, your form tutors, they have been in contact with you. Progress leaders are also checking up on girls as well, and there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes that you will be hearing about soon as well, to help give you a bit more structure. Some of you are coping brilliantly, but for those of you that aren't, please tell us. We're going to be giving you some tips and some ideas how to give yourselves a bit of structure to your day, and how to go about sorting out some of the work that you might be struggling with, maybe if it's an IT issue, but there is help out there, girls, so don't suffer in silence. Do get in contact with your form tutor or your subject teacher if you need that help. I have been seeing some amazing work coming in, so keep up the hard work, it's really impressive. A few people have been asking about reports and what they might look like. Obviously, this is not normal school and it's not normal times, but we have got at least half an academic year of work to comment on. So you will, before the end of the summer term, have some form, whether you're in juniors or seniors, some sort of report or a grade grid, and Mrs McKenna is going to be writing to your parents and explaining what that'll look like. A couple of people have asked about parents' evenings. The logistics of trying to have a year group of 135 on a Zoom parents' evening actually makes my head hurt. We will be in contact if there are issues, there will be a report, there will be a grade grid, and form tutors or progress leaders will be contacting parents if we've got problems. So I think the well-being of you, but also of all of the staff here, is the most important thing. So we need to not put that added extra stress onto them as well. Lots of messages of some amazing things coming in. Something that we missed out in last week's assembly was that Miss Smith from reception had an Easter bonnet competition, and I saw some wonderful photographs, and I need to mention the 2 winners. It was Megan Greeno and Mahony Roberts. Amazing creativity, girls, and well done. Also some fabulous artwork. You've seen the great artwork last week, but another Year 11 student has been brought to our attention by Mrs Sleeman, and that's Amy Williams in Year 11. She's actually going to continue with her A-level arts next year in Year 12. Some beautiful work, Amy, and the level of detail was fantastic, so keep up that good work. I've had some emails in. Now this is from all of the teachers in Year 1. And quite a few special mentions in this one. So Charlotte Conway has been working hard every day and extra super effort on her stories, phonics and the maths works. Alexia Shaughnessy Akil has sent some amazing photographs of dolphins jumping up and down in the sea in her mum's home province in Murcia. And I think apparently the dolphins are enjoying the lack of pollution at the moment. All the girls in Year 1 have been doing some amazing work on their Google Classroom with 3D shapes, and also they've uncovered some shaped tattoos, and also they've been doing some amazing baking. You blow me away, girls, with the amount of the creativity and the different sort of things you've been getting up to. And Sia Pushkaban has been celebrating the New Year and her birthday. She's been celebrating Vishu, celebrated in Kerala, that's the part of India where her family come from. She's been dressing up in traditional outfits, decorating a temple and having a feast. So well done, Sia. I'm so pleased you've been doing lots of different things. So well done, Year 1, some great work. Reception class, some amazing things, a compilation video from Miss Smith's reception class of all of the work that they're doing, and also some home learning. Varshali, Isla and Georgia need a special mention for their doubling dominoes. Well done, girls. For Year 11 and Year 13, Mrs McCarthy has been doing a lot of work and a lot of coordination with the GDST for you, so there's some great work out there and some opportunities for you to take advantage of, whether it be preparation work for A-level, and the reading list skills are outstanding. So if you in Year 11 thinking about your next steps for A-level and BTEC, please do get onto those reading lists and use your time wisely. There's some great opportunities there. Likewise for Year 13 with the GDST-wide Limitless Learning programme that's just been launched. Girls, there are some amazing things for you to do there, and I do hope you take advantage of it. We've also, Mrs McCann has written a really clear, excellent letter out to Year 11 and Year 13 students this week, and it explains step by step how estimated grades are being calculated and looked at, what we're having to look at at school, and what the sort of things we have to send off to the exam boards. Remember, girls, it's not the schools that will be awarding your grades at the end of all this. It is the exam board. And schools have been told that we cannot discuss the grades that we're entering. It'll be the exam boards that look at everything that we're sending. They give you your grades. We're not allowed to actually talk to you or your parents about the grades that the schools are sending in. I'm sorry about that, but it's non-negotiable. Keeping active is something that I have been seeing loads of you doing, and that is so important at the moment when you're spending so much time in your houses. Some great gardening work going on. If you'll have seen Ivy on her allotment on Twitter this week. That was brilliant. And Miss Edwards from the PE department has been in touch to say she has been blown away by the number of you that have been doing the 5K challenge for the Run for Heroes. And Team English have smashed it, and they are getting a prize. And also Mr Cassidy and Mr Austin, for your cycling, you've also got so many more people involved with their cycling for their daily exercise, so well done. Next week will be quite a sad day for Mr Kell, our IT network manager, because after 14 wonderful years of service at BHSA, and also a few years helping out in Belvedere when he worked across the two schools, he will be moving on, and next week is Wednesday will be his last day. So we have got a little something for you, Mr Kell, and we will be passing that on to you next week. But from all of us, for your patience and for your helping us with everything IT across our school and across the school in Belvedere as well, we want to say all the very best for your new job at Woodchurch, and thank you very, very much. I was just reminiscing, girls, and it just feels like an age away, doesn't it, that we were here celebrating World Book Day, because BHSA reading is something that is second nature to us, and that's something, even if you are struggling with other things, I hope you are keeping up your reading. Quite a quiet day here today, but reading goes on everywhere. I've been reading, there's been a few people in school reading, and I hope you keep up your reading at home as well. Last week we finished our assembly with the fantastic luminelles and some wonderful music. This week we're going to finish off with another piece of music, and this week it's a personal composition from Lily Criddle in 5L. This is her own composition that she actually entered into a Song Academy competition, and she is through to the finals of this national competition. The song is called Don't You Worry, and it seems so fitting in current times and what we're all dealing with. But remember, girls, our school is a community and we're in all of this together. So until next week, bye for now. Thank you.
When everything is dark and lonely, I'll be there, so don't you worry. Remember, it'll all be okay. And when you feel like you can't go on, I'll be there to put a show on and go on anyway. 'Cause maybe I'm lost in the world. You came and saved me from everyone else, and it hurts when you're not around, but with you I'm safe and sound. 'Cause when everything is dark and lonely, I'll be there, so don't you worry. Remember, it'll all be okay. And when you feel like you can't go on, I'll be there to put a show on and go on anyway. And even when I can't feel you near, I know that you are still here. And I know with all my heart that we'll never be apart. 'Cause when everything is dark and lonely, I'll be there, so don't you worry. Remember, it'll all be okay. And when you feel like you can't go on, I'll be there to put a show on and go on anyway. Just go on, it's okay.